besonderen Menschen, die so ganz viele Hüte im Leben aufhaben. Er ist in seinem einen Leben Architekt, aber er ist natürlich auch Utspieler, Sänger. Er ist über 20 Jahre lang der Direktor des Musikkonservatoriums in Aleppo gewesen. Er ist Musiklehrer, Aktivist und künstlerischer Leiter für ein wunderbares Projekt, das heißt Action for Hope im Libanon. Und er ist auch, er lebt jetzt in Frankreich, Artist in Residence in Brest. Also Sie sehen, er ist jemand mit vielen Talenten, mit vielen Aktivitäten und wir wollen in dem Gespräch jetzt ein bisschen in diese verschiedenen Facetten eintauchen und wir werden dieses Gespräch jetzt auf Englisch weiterführen, weil Fawaz Baker spricht Französisch, Arabisch und Englisch und ich denke, Englisch ist die Sprache, die Sie wahrscheinlich auch mit am besten noch verstehen können, weil er versteht leider kein Deutsch. So we will go now to switch to English.
Okay.
I introduced you.
I think I understand a bit.
I suppose so. So Fawaz, I have just a few questions to you, and I think the most of the audience here is quite curious. In this concert, we heard a lot of different music traditions. We heard music from various time periods. We heard music from different regions of Syria. And so we had some folk music aspects. We had, for example, Armenian roots in the music. We had Kurdish songs. But at the same time, we had spiritual music from the Sufis.
And from the Christian tradition.
Maronite,
yes.
Christian song we had. And we had a Osman military song. So it is a broad landscape you offered to us. And nevertheless, the whole concert had one language. And this language is the language of Aleppo, your city. And so my first question is, what is the most important element for you if you think about the sound of Aleppo? The city where you are not living anymore and the city which is hardly damaged. And for those who are living here in Frankfurt, Frankfurt lived a while after the Second World War, where the city had been destroyed, as Aleppo is destroyed today. So what is the sound of Aleppo for you? What is reminding you?
Well, it's just one word. It's memory. I think the word memory now is very important. And that because the importance of Aleppo in music, that it was the city of the memory of other cultures. It was not the memory of Aleppo city culture. The culture of Aleppo city is a culture which was very mixed culture since a lot of time. So we have all that you have explained, the Armenian, the Kurdish, the Arabic, the Turkish. I have two parents, one Turkish and the other is Arabic, and when we sing, when we eat, when we build, there is all these influences. The only thing which is Aleppo is different from the other cities, that they like the ancient memory. They like to accumulate this memory. So what you have heard, there is something which has 300, 400 years old tunes, because you know the tunes, when they are not written, when they are in the hearts, they can live a lot of time. They die when we write them. We need to play them. And so all of what I have learned, it's from the heart to a halt. The paper is not a good support. Because the paper can support, of course, the melody, can support the music, but it supports the dead music, not the live one. So what we are trying to do, we are trying to jump on the wall. We will try to jump on the wall, and I wish we could jump a little bit farther than the wall. Now it's 5 years. I think we can do it for more 10 years. So I don't think that war will till 10, 15 years, I don't know. Anyway, we will do it as we can. So
you are really the keeper of the soul with your music.
With the others, of course.
Yeah.
With all the others. Because it's not only concert. There's the concert, there's the transmission, to learn the kids, to work with kids, to work with people, with musicians also, with other musicians, to work with German musicians, because I don't believe in an identity. Really not. My real identity is musician. All the others, I don't believe in them. All the others. So when I keep this, I don't keep it for Arabian people, I don't keep it for the Arabs, I keep it for everybody. So, and of course, with a lot of European musicians and so, we are doing projects to keep this, because a music can't live if it's not alive. And if it's alive, we have to compose in it. We have to work on it. We can't, I don't have a classical look to the music. It's not a bijou, c'est quoi un bijou?
A jewel.
It's not a jewel. It's something, c'est une fleur.
It's a flower.
Yes, it's a flower. So it's a blue bird. It's something which is, so we can't keep it like this, and we have to work with it. And always, as Aleppo, and the memory of Aleppo, there's no pure in art. So we have to do it. The people that they heard this music are really in the image of the music we have played. They are very different. And we would like to keep this difference. So, I don't know, this is our way to see the things, that's all. Well,
Yes, and
my English is very bad, I'm sorry.
No, it's perfect, it's very good. Don't be shy. And you already talked about that the war in Syria is already lasting more than 5 years. And we know that more than 5 million people left Syria. And from all those who left, only a little part ended up here in Germany. But nevertheless, from this, it's around 12% of the Syrian refugees living in Germany now. So it's a big quantity.
Of course.
And this is why this evening was part of a whole cycle of concerts around exile. And I would like to know from you how it is possible for you to work under these conditions, that now all your Syrian musician friends are spread a little bit all over Europe, or even not only in Europe. I know a part of your musicians are still living in Lebanon. How it is working practically? Tell us a little bit about your daily work as a musician with your
I think first that this is a big chance. This is a big chance for us, and this is a big chance for the people that receive us. Because the world is changing. We can't keep the world before. Now the war is it's a little bit a lot. But the world is changing, and we have to change our ways to work, you know? So what I can do is only my engagement as a musician. And I really don't believe when we can sing something together, a woman and a man, a German and a Syrian, an European and Chinese, when they can sing together, they can do the things better. They can do a better tomorrow. This is the only thing that I think, because this is my position. And I think the other solutions cost a lot more, especially the war. The war costs a lot. I'm not speaking about money. Art don't cost anything. It costs really, and it can do. We have to believe in it. This is all. The only thing that we have to pay to let the art do the job instead of us is to believe in it. And it works really. For me anyway, I don't think, for the others I don't know, but for me it works really. Because this identity, we are constructing a new identity altogether. So everybody brings what he has. And the music is really very good. Why? Because the music, you don't have to be logic in the music. You can say something and you can say exactly the opposite. The opposite. In a written something, or when we talk in a text in a cultural way, you have to be clear. In music, you don't have to be clear. You just have your sentiment, you just have your emotion, and when you put it, it goes in the good way, without conviction, with love. It's really different, and it's really very, very efficace. Efficient. Really. This is all what I can do, especially with the children also. When I work with these children in Lebanon and Jordan, I've seen girls, 10 years girls, which don't speak because she spends 5 years of her life in the war. And you can see in her eyes that she has seen something which was terrible. And she don't speak. We begin to sing. I haven't said anything. We have begun to sing. The first day it was difficult. The second day it was easier. And in 15 days, she was a really normal girl, which plays and so, just with singing. So it's really very, very.
So I think this is a good opportunity to talk with you about this incredible project you are doing. So since 4 years,
yes, 4 years.
You are traveling from Europe to Lebanon and return once a month, or
yes,
sometimes twice a month, because you have created inside of the big refugee camps in Lebanon music schools.
Yes.
And so, how many students do you have?
Notre but. Thank you. Our goal is to make professional musicians, and it's not just a human. No, it's to form a real musician. So the choice was from 1,000 children, I've chosen about 100. And from 4 years we are formatting them, and they are musicians now. And it continues. We have now 3 schools. I begin this year a 3rd school in Amman in Jordan. Well, the conditions of work are it's not difficult, but not very clear. You have to adapt always, anyway. But it goes on, and it's really, it begins to have results, real results. Because they can play, we are doing every year we do concerts for the children. They are not really children, they are between 10 and 18 years old. And now they are playing.
And not only that you are working with these children, you are doing the professional formation of the teachers, which are local
yes.
teachers,
yes.
so that they can do really the everyday teaching with the kids, and you
Yes.
don't need to bring people from abroad. You are really working in the ground.
Yes. A lot of children learn to write and read with us because there's no school. And these children, they were working for the potatoes, and so every children can bring $1 a day for his parents. We pay this dollar and we take the show. And we learn them. Because for me, I think, also in this way, it costs a lot less it costs a lot less than war, than bombs. It's the easiest way to stop the terrorism. It's the easiest way. Every children that we form in this school, when he goes back in his family, he's a real bomb against the extremism. Really. And it works because all around him, everybody can see that life is not what they live every day. Because music, it's the force of music. Music is really very, very, very force. We have a real weapon for us. So this is our war. And I think that we don't have to wait to stop what's going on now in Europe with police and army also. We have to go there and fermer la source. Close the well. Yes. You have to close it from there. And it works.
And you told me that for 2 years you got some small financial support from Goethe Institute.
Yes.
And from some other foundations, but still your project is not on stable ground. It's still you are growing with your project, so there is another music school opening, so
yes.
You need still a lot of support.
Of course, we need money all the time, and 80% of our money comes from Germany. Really. We try to have money from everywhere, but 80% of our money comes from Germany, really. So the problem is that people like to pay, but they don't like to continue to pay. In our work, the only thing that can give a real result that to continue. So the first year is very difficult. The second year is very good. The third, it's not very good. And so we have always to have this because I don't think that we have to make big schools. We have to make a lot of schools. We have to go there where they are.
So hopefully your word goes in many ears and you spread around.
Inshallah.
Because I think this is really a good perspective to keep the kids with hope for the future and to make growing a new generation of professional musicians who are working with a deep knowledge of the music you brought tonight to us.
I have one one musician, because they are musicians. The first time that he have sold $50, it was when he take them for his music.
When they hired him
Yes.
for a concert.
In his family, they have never seen a billet of $50. It was the first time. And for us, it's really very important because, the music, it has to be recognized as a way that you can make your life socially and having respect inside this society. This is a very, very important thing. So we are forming professional music and we are trying to make groups and pour les faire travailler.
To make them working.
Yes. So when they finish the school, we keep them with us. So they begin to be teachers and we form groups to work in Lebanon and we are always having des salles en fait pour faire des concerts, etc.
So they have some concert halls to give concerts in Lebanon for other people with these young musicians.
Voilà.
Looking a little bit around if there is maybe a question. Is there somebody? We have somebody with a microphone.
There's a question.
Yes. It is.
Do you know Daniel Barenboim?
Oui.
Do you get in contact with him?
Don't know him.
Have you had contact with him? Because I think he is open for your idea.
Well, somebody has asked me about my bio to send it to him, and I have no answer. But it's really very it's from one month I think or something like this. So I don't know. Of course, in a human point of view, he's really a very good person, and I don't know him, but I know his music and know the way he plays. He's really somebody good. Well, I don't know. We need everybody, of course, and I want, of course, I work also in Paris for the refugees that they are here, because there is a lot of problem with the refugees when they begin to have, when they finish all their administrative problems. The problem begins now, yes. Because, of course, because there's not enough work, you know. So the music can support after 2 years, and we have really problems. So I'm doing this, and this is not for the children, for the adults. But it's really difficult because you have to convince them to come and so and recognize the problem. This is not. But the music, but I have done about 20 sessions, about 20 sessions. The result is good, huh? Sometimes I came and there is nobody. Anyway, we have to continue. You know, I don't have the right to be pessimist or optimist. I don't have the right for this. I think that when I look to a glass of water, I'm not looking at the quantity of the water, I'm just thinking if I can drink it or not. This is the situation now, really. So we have to work in this direction for me.
It's absolutely fantastic what you are doing, and the energy you are putting in all these different levels of work, which are all needed at the same time. And so I would like to wish you a lot of good energy, but I think there are more questions.
Good evening, sir. My name is Nikki Kuhn. I'm a photographer in the Middle East, and I want to know about the area. You told about the camps where you're working, and I want to know, is it a Zatari camp or is it Al-Sarqa?
Okay. We don't have the right to go inside the camps. In Jordan, I'm speaking now, because in Beirut, in Lebanon, we are inside Shatila, the camp of Shatila, and we are inside on the Bekaa at 4 kilometers from Syria. So, because in Lebanon, you know, things are not clear, so you can work. In Germany, things are a little bit more clear, so it's really difficult to work. Of course, and so we bring we are working in Jordan with an organization that named I feel old. Anyway, with an organization that works with all the human, and they bring the children for us, but we are working outside the camps. Because inside the camps, they wanted me to separate the girls from the boys, and I have refused. Because if you begin, because the problem of identity begins from here. And so I can't accept any on this side. So I was obliged to go and work outside. So we are paying a lot of buses. That's the problem. And so what? Because inside we have a lot of pressure. And you know the Zatari, you have just a facade of good conditions just to take pictures, and the other side there's a lot of people that you can't see. And I'm not interested to take the children of the 200 people that are in the, just for the media. Because they build a shape of castles of media, They put all the people inside, and we have a facade, just the image, exterior image that we are working. The reality is not this. Reality is not this. So we want to work inside.
So, any other question? Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much.
The organization called
Work for Hope.
Or Action for Hope.
Action for Hope.
You can Google it and you find the website Action for Hope or Work for Hope, and you get on the website and there you find all the contacts.
Thank you very much. I'm not very good in money. but really, of course, and we need it for instruments, we need it for a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
Just, of course.
Sorry. Which other kind of help do you need?
Any help? I don't know.
Maybe you can deal with this a little bit in the direct dialogue. Ich möchte einfach Ihnen danken, dass Sie so viel Zeit hier jetzt noch sich genommen haben, um zu hören, was Fawaz Baker uns noch berichtet hat, was man nicht hinter diesem Konzert so einfach hat sehen können. Und ich möchte auf jeden Fall Ihnen auch sagen, die Konzerte der Reihe Weltmusik im Mozart Saal werden auch in der kommenden Spielzeit weiter stattfinden. Also kommen Sie wieder zurück. Wir werden auch weiter uns mit den Fragen von Flucht und Migration und Exil befassen. Wir werden Musiker hier auf der Bühne haben aus Mali, aus Kurdistan. Wir werden Musiker haben aus Marokko und aus Pakistan. Also kommen Sie unbedingt wieder, und bis dahin wünsche ich Ihnen einen wunderbaren Abend und einen schönen Sommer.